Shoe Crew, we're here back again with a top five video, and today we are going to be covering mid laners or mages. There's not any non-mages here because I just think mages are the best mid laners right now. I mean, if you think differently, if you think Neath is really good mid, then play Neath. This is not me telling you what to play. This is just my idea of a top 5 mid lane. So we're just going to kick it right off, jump right into it, guys. I'm not trying to keep you around longer than I need to. Get you guys out there, go ahead and dominating in Conquest, Arena, whatever you want to go with. But number 5 is coming in with Soul. Now, a lot of the time, Soul is looked at as a ADC character or a carry character. And I see her with a lot of mid lane potential. Mid lane pretty much means you need to have an escape, some kind of self-heal normally, or some kind of survivability, and very, very strong clear. Now, Soul's 2, insanely strong clear. She has a heating up ability. I think it's her 3. Let's double check real quick, make sure I'm right on this. Okay, yeah. So her 1, her 1 is very, very good survivability because it does heal you. And her 2 is insanely good for clear because it bursts and then does an additional and also slows, which helps you pretty much secure a kill or possibly throw a slow on to help your jungler get a gank in mid, which is always helpful. More survivability is your Dissipate, and using your Dissipate is very, very strong to either close a kill to invulnerable out of a tower possibly, or if you get ganked, if you see a gank coming and you're very committed on a kill, and you want to get that kill and get out without any unnecessary damage from a gank, you can throw this on, and by the time you actually Dissipate, you should be invulnerable for the gank if you can time it right. And then her Supernova is very, very good for knockups if you have an Awilix, or very good to section off a certain side of the lane to either force them to you or force them away from you. It's completely up to you. I've used Dissipate while running away and thrown in a Nova on top of me, behind me, to kind of knock off like a Fenrir or a Loki or pretty much anything really. It works really, really well. And then also you have her heating up. This is insanely strong. She's really good, guys. Soulstone with her works very, very well because her basics are pretty much her power. So you just want to keep the basics up on her. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and head on to number 4. I didn't do the number 5 thingy for Soul. I don't know. So number 4. Number 4 is actually going to come in at a pretty much a solid guy for a while now. He's been very, very good in mid, who is Yannis. I know I'm probably going to get some crap for putting Yannis at 4, but he's not the best anymore, but he's still a solid pick. He's very, very strong right now. He's super good. He'll always be good just because of that ultimate rotation ability, or just the portal rotation ability, and not to mention the mad damage with the figure 8. It's pretty much a skill curve, though. If you can land the hits, he is insanely good. Like, he's super good. I'll cover his abilities real quick. His portal, throw it down. I wouldn't recommend using this for clear, just so you know. I want to get this message. This is a message out there for everybody. If you're a mid laner and you're using Yannis, do not portal camps. Just don't do it. Don't portal camps. You're slowing clear so much. Just use your figure 8 and be done with it. Don't portal, because then we have to wait for him to go back and land on the ground again, and then we can clear. Especially at the beginning, because you will slow us so much. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Just don't. I'm an ADC, so it slows my rotation down so hard at the beginning when somebody buys first ability portal and just slows clear on damage camp so much. It's ridiculous. It pisses me off so much. But you have his figure 8. The combo is to portal the god and then figure 8 right as they're about to land. You'll get the timing down really well. It does a lot of damage, your main damaging ability. Threshold, which can either trigger your passive to make you do more damage, or also a slow for an enemy, or a speed buff for yourself. The ultimate, which is the Kamehameha, or the through space and time, where you shoot the giant portal shot that can go pretty much cross map. Pretty sure it can go cross map. It literally goes cross map. You can shoot from fountain to fountain, I'm pretty sure. And it can only go through certain walls, so make sure you know your lane shots. It's pretty much everywhere, but there are certain spots that will kill it. So make sure you watch out for that. It's super great for rotations to either solo or duo. It's really, really clutch. It's really clutch to get yourself out of a situation, help your team get out of a situation, whatever you need. And then you also have your passive, which gives magical scaling 15% when you change faces, which only happens when you go through a portal. Really, really well. Going on to number 3. Number 3 is actually right next to him, who is Isis. Now, Isis is not just a terrorist group, guys. She's a really strong mid laner. And and she's really good. I really do enjoy playing Isis. Like, I actually played Isis ADC there for a while, and it was breaking the meta, and I loved it, and it was going so hard on Xbox, and people were getting pissed when I'd win duo lane with Isis. But it's really good. She's very strong. Her clear is phenomenal with the wing gust. Now, let me stress something to you real quick. If you are going to be playing Isis in mid lane, understand this. Your clear is predictable as hell. Like, your clear is insanely predictable. It's going to take 4 gusts to clear a wave until you reach like level 10, I think. It's somewhere around there, depending on what you build. But it takes 4. It takes all 4 of your wing gusts, which means they know you're going to stay there for all 4 wing gusts to clear that wave. Now, am I saying they're going to run at you? No. But they know what to do. So if the gank is coming from jungle, they can easily just be like, hang on, she's 2 gusts in, that's 3, go now. And then Fenrir can leap in on you. Oelix can leap in on you. Or Loki can jump in on you. Like, what, they can just plan their ganks very strongly against an Isis. Now, then again, with that being said, if they jump in and then you're like stunned or whatever, you can CC beads depending on what you build and stuff like that. I would recommend getting CC beads if it fits against the enemy's comp, which could very well be. But also, if they do jump in on you, you can Spirit Ball insta-explode and stun them off of you, and then also you can use Wind Gust to get away. You can distance yourself because there's no movement penalty whatsoever for backpedal with Wind Gust. You can move incredibly fast. Spirit Ball is a huge stun. I needed to stress that because it's very hard to play Isis and be successful if you don't understand that you're predictable. Spirit Ball is really strong. The distance on it is insane. It has a stun, does a crap ton of damage. You have a Dispel, which is a protection or a debuff, and a silence, and a slow. Circle of Protections, really good secure on objectives. Gold Fury, if you're taking Gold Fury, throw this down, let it charge up on the damage, and pop it when he's almost dead to ensure the steal. Funeral Rites is the more damage you see, it can stack 10 times. It's really good. She has a really strong passive. And yeah, like, if it's really strong. Like, Isis is very strong, and I feel she's very underrated right now, but not by me, because I see through the meta at the moment, and I see what her potential truly is right now, and she's very fantastic. Next one is actually Rein. I just noticed like almost every single person on my top 5 list is in this page right here. So that'll give you a little time to rattle around your brain who you think number 1 is. But number 2 is Rein, the Master of Thunder. He is a newer god, but he's insanely strong. His clear is insane. It's unmatched right now in the meta because his triple bounce with the little Kikju guy, what's his name? Raiju, that's his name. Raiju is insanely good with that, and then your Percussion Storm is insane. Not to mention you have Thunder Crash mixed with Raiju to get stupid damage on somebody. Not to mention you have a Taunt and a Fear and a damage on your ultimate. He's so good. And not to mention he has a Kiss skin. For you younger kids out there, you don't know what this is, but this is Kiss. It's a rock and roll band from the 80s, and I grew up listening to this because of my dad. And yeah, this is what, Peter Criss, I think is his name. Yeah, Peter Criss. He's the drummer. It's a really cool skin. Good job on that high res. But yeah, there's the abilities. If you want to look over them real quick, I'm not really gonna cover him because I already did pretty much. He's super simple, guys. Triple hit, really good. Raiju, put it on, hit it with damage, makes it explode, really good. Thunder Crash, teleport with the mesmerize, really good. Fear, taunt, damage, really good, and damage is really good. He damages. That's what he does stuff. All right. There's not really much more I can say, but he does damage, he does stuff. And our number 1 is, after these honorable mentions real quick, we have a couple honorable mentions I would like to throw out there just in case you do not enjoy these 5 and you're just like, oh, who should I play? I don't like any of these 5. Here's another 3 that were barely cut out of this list. One of them is Zeus, who's insanely good. His clear is impeccable, his damage is impeccable, but he has no escape, which is one of the downfalls of Zeus. Here's his here's his abilities. You can go look at him real quick. He has like no escape whatsoever, which is his problem, but he can just throw damages on himself and at least take somebody with him. The other one being Vulcan. Same issue. Vulcan barely has an escape. He's very strong. His ultimate is very effective. He has a pet-ish type thing in his turret, which is very strong. And he's just an overall damage monster. Last honorable mention is Nuwa. Nuwa's very, very good, but once again has no escape. She has no way to get away or to do anything like that, but her damage is really strong. Her blow up potential is probably top in her class, and not to mention she has some pets, and she also has a UAV is what we call it, but it's pretty much a map update with her ultimate. Shows where everybody is on the map, which is always really good. It's also a finisher global, and in and of itself, she's very, very strong. But our final mid laner is the little monster herself, Scylla, Horror of the Sea. Now, horror as in like scary, not like as like Slooty, because she's a child. That would be weird. But yeah, she's very, very strong, guys. She got a pretty big buff here lately. Not like humongous, but she was already strong, and they buffed her anyway in late game. So she's insane, guys. Like, she's so good. Her blow up potential is top tier in her class, in my opinion, because of her ultimate I'm a Monster. Look at that damage. 800 plus 120 of your magical power. That is absolutely insane. Like, I can't stress to you how much damage that is. You can 100 to 0 a non-tanky character. You can. Like, you actually can. And it's insanity. And not to mention, leveling up gives you power. Like, just leveling up in general gives you power. And if you level up right, you get it early. It's so good, guys. So good. And yeah, she's insane. You can stop on all the abilities. You guys know what she does. She's been here forever. Her Crush to sick him combo is really good. Sentinel for a getaway or sick him into an Almond Monster is just so good. Crush is used to clear wave. It's too good, guys. Soul Stone on her and call it a day. And Soul Stone Crush. Just have fun. Yeah, that's pretty much it for me, guys. I'm going to get out of here. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up for me. Let me know that you are enjoying these top 5s. Also, make sure you comment down below anybody else you would actually add to this list, because I'm interested to see what you would add. And also, if this is the first video you've seen of me, make sure you hit the subscribe button down there in the down there area to become part of the True Crew. Because we're all the cool kids coming to hang out and learn a thing or two about Smite and have a good time and just talk about stuff, man. That's pretty much it for me. I'm going to get out of here, and I'll talk to you on the next video. Peace!